Hey, it's John Hope Bryant, and I'm in Nashville, en route to the airport. No, I'm not driving. This smart guy here is driving. In Nashville, as you can see, it's a city in transition. I just showed you the underserved part of Nashville, but we just left part of Nashville, another part of Nashville. It looks like, I don't know, Manhattan or Atlanta or Los Angeles. It's like the tale of two cities. But what's consistent in every part, so I was here giving a speech for Citizens Bank and at the National Museum of African American Music. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's pretty hot. But I was giving a speech about a New Hope Inside that Citizens Bank, a black-owned bank here, will be opening. Yay, first black bank to fund a Hope Inside by Operation Hope. I'm going to cut the ribbon to it later this year. That's not what this video is about. This video is about home ownership and the plight of us. So this is a multicultural city. A good portion of whites and blacks, but I'd say 99% of, I'll say 98%, I see he's not homeless, but 99% of the folks I see who are homeless look like me. And there's one couple that looked like they just had a bad month. Like they had their furniture from the house and the bike on the side of the road. They had nice tennis shoes, whatever, but there's something else going on in their world. It looked like it's domestic abuse and depression, whatever going on. I don't know whether they just had, mismanaged their situation, but the fact that the majority of folks who are homeless here are black really troubles me. I'm talking to the gentleman who's driving me right now, and he's saying, yeah, housing here is a real issue. You can't really get anything for $1,000 of any value. And he's like, well, I'm going to find me a nice little cool apartment for like $1,200 or whatever a month. And I'm like, no, buy a house. Like, you can get a mortgage and buy a house of the same cost of a rental statement, a mortgage for the same cost of a rental statement, and you own it. Then it's yours, and the equity is yours. You got to pay the debt like you did to pay rent, but it's your debt, it's your equity, it's your ownership, and then he could rent out a room to Airbnb if he wants to, and bring some income in. He started doing some numbers like, well, dang, does that mean that maybe a third or half of my rent, of my mortgage payment would be covered? Yes. So the lights went on in his head. He's like, okay, maybe I need to become see the head shaking? See it? Maybe I need to become a homeowner and not just a renter. Most of us are just not thinking about it. Like 41% of African Americans own a home. Think about that. 70% plus of white counterparts own a home because they understand that the largest wealth creation opportunity you can ever get for any family is owning a home. It starts there, and you buy other real estate. You own other real estate. As you well know, I started out with nothing and homeless. My grandmother owned one home. My great-grandmother was a slave. My grandmother owned one home. My mother owned 7. I owned 700. See that progression? My grandfather was a sharecropper. My father was a businessman. I'm an entrepreneur. See that progression? And so my man came from a small town here in Tennessee. He's moved to Nashville. He's made a life for himself. He's got this job with the car service. Is this your own truck?
Yep.
Okay. It's his own business. It's his own truck. How old are you, man?
25.
25 years old. You look at him and see, when he goes to the club to try to find some beautiful woman, he's going to ask her what her credit score is. Right. Also. do you have a job, right? Are you going to contribute to this? So he owns his own business, basically. Has his beautiful truck, which I'm paying him to take me to the airport. And now he's talking about setting up his life as an owner. That's what you need to be doing. That's what everybody needs to be doing. We gotta learn this game of wealth creation. You make money during the day, you build wealth at night. You build wealth in your sleep. That's what my friend Tony Ressler told me. Because it's compounding. Even compounding education. You get smarter when you're asleep, but it's also like stocks, bonds, investments, and real estate, home ownership, rental income, annuities. It's just compounding. You build wealth in your sleep. You make money during the day. Too many of us are obsessed with making money and not building wealth. The difference between making money and building wealth. You make money during the day, you build wealth at night. So this video is about two things: the difference between making money, building wealth, and between renting and home ownership. And don't ask what the rental, what the payment is when there's an interest rate attached. Like when you become a homeowner, you want to get a good 30-year mortgage, which means you need your credit score intact. And half of us have a credit score below 620. Half, not half of poor people, not half of the homeless people I just mentioned. People with an advanced degree, higher education, good jobs. Half of African Americans have a credit score below 620, between 620 and 640. That means you're locked out of the free enterprise system. You can't get a good mortgage below 680 to buy a home. You can't get a small business loan below 700 because it's risky credit. You might think the bank is discriminating against you. The reality is they may just be saying, no, we don't think you're a good credit risk. But they can't tell you what the reason of their turning you down is because they're afraid of being sued. So you might just assume it's race. Well, we can remove the assumption. By the way, when you assume, you make an ASS out of you and me. That's literally how it's spelled. We remove the assumption. Just get your credit score right. Make sure you're approvable. Operation Hope can do that. That's what we do. And because of the sponsors that partner with us, our partners who sponsor us, shall I say, we are able to take something that would cost tens of thousands of dollars, which is financial coaching, specialized financial coaching, and offer to you as basically a certificate program for free because it's been sponsored by others. Not enough of us are taking advantage of it. It's all free. 888-388-HOPE or OperationHope.org, or download the Hope in Hand app. I've been making sure my man here signs up to that, as well as the 1 Million Black Business Initiative. We have 200 offices around the country in 46 states, 200 offices, and growing, including the one we're going to open here in Nashville. So get your life straight, get your credit score straight, and make sure if you're not a homeowner, either do it now before interest rates go up again, or just get on track to be one within. Just give yourself a goal. Within 24 months, within 12 months, I'm going to become a homeowner. Period. And work backwards. We'll help you get there. And he will be there before you get there. Peace. He said that's right.